Let's talk drip. Today we're going to be ranking the NBA City jerseys and make sure you guys know what to wear to not get bullied on the court. Welcome back to Between the Zones.
Welcome back to another video, guys. Today we're going to be reviewing 2020 City jerseys for this past NBA season. Before we start the video, you guys want to go to the comment section and just comment your favorite City jersey. Also check out our page, subscribe, post notifications, turn the bell on, like our stuff. Yeah, link tree's in the description. Let's get this rocking, Grayson.
Let's get this going. Alright, so as you guys can see, it should have come up on the screen somewhere. I don't know where. We'll figure it out later. This is a combined ranking of all three of our picks for the City jerseys. Basically, before the video, Will, Connor, and I all ranked through this ranking the jerseys, and then we added up where they were and averaged it out, and this is what we got as a group. Yeah, so that's what we got as a group, and so we're just gonna go ahead and get into that. We're gonna break down each jersey a little bit, give our thoughts on like the designs and colorways and everything, and let's just go ahead and get started. Will, you want to start at the bottom?
Yeah, so we'll go bottom up. The first F tier jersey would be the San Antonio Spurs. What do you even call this? Like, just trash. It's just trash.
This jersey is a perfect representation of Will's social life, as it is absolutely horrible. Right, Will?
No.
No? Okay. It kind of looks like he wants to say something. We'll send it over to him.
You know, I believe like every year the jersey is dedicated to the veterans, which we love the veterans and love what they do, but they are not accurately represented in this jersey. I don't think this is an accurate representation of how much we love what they do for us. This jersey is not great. It's not heat. And I think we all agreed with that. I think we all put it at F tier. I think that was the only unanimous F tier.
Yeah. This was the single consensus F tier jersey because it just doesn't look good, and the colors don't work, and it's camo, and camo's cool for hunting and fishing and anything outdoors, but you're playing on a basketball court. That's inside. This don't look good, man.
The logo is also a little upset. Like, it's just in the middle, and it's just kind of bigger too, like on the chest. It just doesn't look good overall. Yeah, we can move over to the second one. We have the Chicago Bulls. Whatever you call this. I think it was like supposed to be like something about for the Air Force or something, wasn't it? I see stars on there.
Yeah, well.
We have a person that does this.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah. So as Connor struggles to do his job, I'll talk about it a little bit more. Personally, I had this a little bit higher, and the other guys had this in F, and that's the reason this is the consensus, because I believe the design is cool, but the colors are just horrible. Like, it does not work. It looks like, to me, it gives me like weird Christmas, like ugly sweater vibes. That's just how I feel. We're gonna send it over to Connor now.
So Will is dead wrong. Apparently it has nothing to do with that. It says that the blue base color represents the Lake Michigan and the two branches of the Chicago River. So it's
got it.
It's culture.
So culture. I get it. Yeah. Either way, bad. F tier. Easily. Not a good jersey. Don't buy this. You're gonna get bullied on the court.
I think they went to try to be the Miami Vice too much this year, and that pale blue just doesn't work.
Yeah, I really do see that. Like they took the Miami Vice colors and then just took away the life out of them.
Exactly. That pink is what makes it look so good.
I know. That is the definition, and we'll get to that later. As you guys can see, that was an S tier jersey. You wanna move on?
Yeah, we can go to the next one. We have the Pistons one. It just looks like they're playing for Barcelona. I don't know what's going on there. It's just a really bad version of a Barcelona jersey. Two stripes down the center, and it's just a little lighter colors, and I just don't like it.
Yeah. So as Will was saying, this jersey gives hardcore soccer vibes, and the colors aren't great either. I really don't like this. Like, it's a very bright and out there and kind of in your face red, along with the blue, which does not match. This just isn't a basketball jersey. It's not one. If you're trying to like wear this out, this doesn't really match with anything. It doesn't flow. I think most of the basketball community can agree that this deserves a D tier.
Yeah. If you're a Pistons fan at this point, I just don't bother. Just go get a Barcelona jersey at this point.
Yeah, you guys are gonna lose Blake too, so it's like your team's basically, oh gosh, we're For a little update, we're watching the Clemson UVA football game in the background, and
It's not a game. It's more like someone's getting slaughtered.
It's the number one team in the nation versus Clemson. So.
Yeah. So Clemson just got an interception. They're up 17-3. It's not a great game for UVA. We'll keep you updated as we watch.
All right. So next jersey we have the New York Knicks. Just a little bit of a simplistic with a little stripes. They kind of did something similar to this last year. Overall, I don't actually hate it too much. It's just not there for me. Like, not a good choice in the colors for the stripes, and I kind of like the white, but they didn't embrace it enough. It's just not good.
Yeah. So as we were saying, this is kind of similar to what they had last year, and it's just not a great jersey. It's kind of similar to the Nets jersey, as in they're trying to run that like the striping off the edge, and that's cool. I just think their colorway wasn't as strong. I don't think the blue and orange fits with the black and doing what they did. It's all right. It's a mediocre jersey. It's nothing to get excited about, but at least it's not horrible, and that's why I got C tier.
All right, next we have the Orlando Magic jersey. Very simplistic. I actually do like the colors on this jersey, but we didn't put it that high. Just too simply. I'd love to have something more going on with this jersey. It's just too simple. Like, I like the colors a lot, but it's just nothing's going on. You can elaborate some more.
Yeah. So as Will was saying, I think they have a good idea here, and I think they could roll with this in the future, something similar. It's just not where it needs to be right now. The orange and black is alright. I personally don't love it. The other guys think it's alright. It's not a horrible colorway. But it's just too simple. If you're gonna have something that simple, your colors need to be outstanding and work really well together. And this just didn't for us. And that's why it's C tier. Alright?
Alright, so next we have the Houston Rockets jersey, the H-Town. Simply described, it's just what it does best is just being average. It's just what it is and no more or no less. I like the text, I like the H-Town, but it's just a Rockets jersey at that point. Like, there's nothing past that.
Yeah. So the H-Town is cool. Change it up. You're not saying Houston anymore. It's not saying Rockets. Just something different for the fans, for the players. I think the biggest part that carries this jersey is it has a nice sheen. It's pretty reflective, and it's got a nice shiny outer layer to it. But other than that, like Will said, this really is average. I don't see it being good enough to call it good and be a B tier. And Clemson just scored as he hurdled someone. But yeah, it's a perfect mediocre jersey.
Yeah. All right, next we got the Golden State Warriors, the Town jersey. I actually like this one a lot, but they've repeated it for multiple years. This one actually comes into play because I like the yellow and blue one a little more. The same design, but this one's just like looks like a dark blue and black and white. No, I don't hate it, just last year's was better.
Yeah. So I think the tree is cool, the town is cool, it's interesting ideas, it's been repeated a lot. And we're not ranking these off of being repeated, it really is just like how it looks this year. But it is boring to a point. Like, it doesn't pop the way their jerseys did last year with the yellow and blue. And that's why I got a C tier.
Yeah. Alright, so next we have the Utah Jazz. Again, with this one, it looks similar to one last year, I think. I believe it's similar, but anyway, it's more like just like a gradient / fade, and it's not got too much going on. I actually kind of like the gradient in a way, but it is what it is.
Yeah. I personally had this as a B tier jersey. I feel it is a decent jersey, and I think the gradient is cool to a point, and it really does bring something that none of the other jerseys have. Oh, I thought Will was trying to say something.
Oh, sorry, scratching my ear.
But yeah, I think it is interesting, but it doesn't stand off and apart from the rest. It stays in C tier.
Agreed. So next we got the
No.
Next we got the Dallas Mavericks jersey. So before we explain this too much, I'm just gonna say something. I feel like
We're gonna cut Will off real quick. He was getting a little worked up. As you can tell, he really likes that Mavs jersey. I personally also enjoy this Mavs jersey. I think it's different than all of the other jerseys we're seeing in the league. It just brings something different. I think the green and the blue might not be the best colors, but they do pop. It's something different, and that's what you're looking for at the end of the day, something different but still interesting. We'll send it over to Connor because he feels very strongly on this point.
I just don't think that this is a very good jersey. We were talking earlier, I think it's at the very best where we put it mid-tier, but I think I put it at D tier. I think the graffiti it's not a good iteration of graffiti. It doesn't look like good graffiti. And I think the colors are almost like, I just get like Skechers vibes for some reason, like little kids Skechers more than anything. Like I feel like it's more like a kid's jersey, like something you'd see in like a kid's rec league that like the team all came together and made. Like I just don't think it's something that like these 6'10" dudes are gonna be wearing on a basketball court. I don't know. I don't like the way it looks on them.
You're saying Skechers ain't drip?
I'm saying that Skechers ain't drip. Once you learn you can tie your shoes. As long as you're rocking the Velcro, you're rocking the Velcro. But like, once you learn, the bunny rabbit, you never go back.
Well, I respect your opinion. I just don't agree.
Yeah.
We're going to move on before we get too heated. We're going to do the Washington Wizards jersey. Just not good like their team. They just kind of went for like a basic design with the DC. That's like their new logo, actually. It's just DC, but I don't like it. I mean, they could have done way more. I feel like they could have added some stars or something, made it cool. It's just kind of plain.
I will point something out to Will real quick because we don't have a big picture up. I think this jersey is perfect like their team. Very bad, but has some bright points. Bradley Beal, a bright point. John Wall, a bright point. It does have the stripes and the American flag with the stars along the pants leg, and I think that is interesting. But it's just a white jersey in the middle, and you can't just have a white jersey and your logo. It doesn't work like that. This is an alright jersey, nothing great. We can move on.
Yeah, if we're going for the simplistic vibe, I think other jerseys do it better.
I agree.
Right. So next thing we have is Sacramento. They have the Sacktown. Last year they did Sacktown. This year it's a red variation, and it's average. I like last year's better just because of the color scheme. I'm not a huge fan of the red, but I think it works pretty well. I like the Sacktown, and the numbers look pretty cool in that font.
Yeah. So my favorite team is New Orleans, but I also very much enjoy Sacramento because I think Buddy Hield's game is very interesting, and De'Aaron Fox is one of my favorite players. With that said, I had this jersey at a D, and do not think it should be a C. I don't think these colors match. I don't think they go together. I think the jersey's pretty boring. It's just a stripe that changes colors. I don't agree that this should be this high, but the other guys felt it should be, and therefore it is. And it's a decent jersey, it's just not great. We can move on.
Yeah, so next we got Charlotte Hornets, the great franchise they are. They have a mediocre jersey. It's gray. I can't see it. Blown up, I will give it. It does look a little better, and this dude's got his arm sleeve on, and it matches. It looks kind of sick. But other than that, if you have to have items that complement the jersey itself probably isn't that good. You can comment on that.
Yeah, I think that the running theme with all of these C-tier jerseys they're just mediocre. There's nothing that sets them apart. This jersey looks alright. I liked last year's better. They had the hexagons, and it looked really cool, and I believe it said the Hive somewhere. And that jersey was entertaining and something different. And it feels like they just dialed it back this year, and it just got worse. This is a C-tier jersey. Shouldn't be a D because it's good enough to be where it is. The colors are good, but it in no way deserves to be higher than where it is.
Yeah, the Hives gave it a good aspect, and I like that overall for them, but they just took that aspect out and made it worse. Alright, next we got Rip City, the Portland Trailblazers, sorry. I like this jersey. It's pretty simplistic, but I like the font that goes with the Rip City, and the positioning of the number isn't bad. I think they had a black variation last year, I believe. I like that way better, and Connor can fact check me on that, but yeah, last year's probably better.
Yeah. So for me, this jersey's a lot like Houston's. It's just a red and white jersey that says something mildly different than your normal name. And other than that, nothing is special about it. It sits where it sits. I don't think it should be any higher or lower. We can send it over to Connor real quick.
Yeah, it is, right? The last year's variation was the black, which agreeing with Will, it looks a lot more cleaner. It just has this like almost sharper look to it just because of the way the black adds. It's a lot cooler vibe.
Alright. Yeah. So it's just kind of like Charlotte. It's just a downgrade from last year.
Right.
If we want to move on, we can get into finally our B tier, which is going to be more of our positive jerseys.
Yeah. Okay. So first off for the B tier, we got the Boston Celtics. They have the gold and the green. It's like a paler gold actually. And the font is sick. I actually really like the font in this. It comes with letters. I hate Boston as a franchise. I'm really sorry, Boston. You guys are really cocky.
I have to agree.
Because you win all those titles. But the jerseys are sick. I like them on the players. They look really clean. Yeah.
Not that it matters. I'm personally not a Boston fan, but I do think this jersey is very nice looking. The gold fits. It's not too in your face. The green is good. The font really carries this jersey. It's nice, it's simple, but also interesting. It's very smooth, and it's a good change for Boston. I love this jersey. If this became their normal jersey, I'd be happy to see it on the court every night. Yeah.
Alright, next we have the Los Angeles Clippers with their cool, clean jersey. The font is really what sticks out for this one. Nothing else going on there besides that font. But the font is really cool, I'll give it that.
Yeah. So, the theme for a lot of our B-tier jerseys are there's going to be 1 to 2 things that make them special, but not everything clicks. That's how I feel about this Los Angeles Clippers jersey. I think their font looks awesome. I think it's very interesting, but they kind of just left the rest of the jersey alone. And it's not that I wanted them to crowd it, per se, but I just wanted something else. I needed some other aspect that made this jersey better. It's cool. It's a B-tier jersey.
Yeah, I mean, I think it low-key matches their stadium they play in. Like, the cool, like, little pattern on it. They have a little theme going on there. Connor can fact-check me on that. I really don't know. I think it's like a brick pattern. I'm not sure.
But yeah, so this jersey is good. It's just, it doesn't have everything that sets it apart from like the A tier jerseys.
Exactly. It could almost be a C tier, but I think the font's really cool.
Yeah. We can send it over to Connor real quick.
Yeah, as for the court, if you want to throw up a picture on screen, it's basically just a normal wood court, but on the sides it has like a city grid of what I'm assuming is Los Angeles.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. If we want to go ahead and move on?
Yeah, so we have the Los Angeles Lakers. They this isn't a blown up picture. I'm pretty sure there's stars on the sides for, what did it represent? I already forgot.
It was players, I believe, and the jersey was actually designed by Shaq.
Yeah, the jersey was designed by Shaq. I thought it's a pretty cool, just a variation of their normal jerseys. And they wear them a lot this season, and I just like them.
Yeah. This is an interesting jersey. I like the stars. I like that it was designed by one of their alumni greatest players of all time. It's got some cool features to it. The yellow's a nice looking yellow. Everything there is pretty good. It's just, for me, it didn't have that piece that set it apart. It did not need to be an A tier jersey. It's a good jersey, it's just not one of the top jerseys this year.
Yeah, go ahead and move on. We got the NOLA jersey, the Mardi Gras, with the little pattern on the stripe. I actually really like this jersey as well. I like the font that NOLA's in, and the numbers placement is pretty cool as well. Other than that, not much going on. The shorts are pretty dripped though. I don't know, we can see those if you saw those or not, but they complement the jersey really well. But yeah, I actually really like these.
Yeah, so with NOLA being my favorite team, I really enjoyed that they had a pretty decent jersey. I think the colors for last year were better, as this is kind of a recycled jersey, but it's still really interesting, and I like what they did here. It's pretty simple, but it's nice colors, it's a nice pattern. It's just the font and the colors don't make it an A tier jersey, but it's a solid jersey. If this is your favorite team, go out and buy the jersey. It's nice to wear.
Alright, next up we got Trigger Trey's team, because he's the best player, Atlanta Falcons. We got the Hawks. I almost said the Falcons. I don't see the jersey in detail because it's not blown up, but I remember it being really sick. It's got the peach tree, and the font on peach tree is pretty cool. And the shorts, I remember the shorts. They really are drip. If you get any shorts, I would get these shorts. They're drip.
All right, game break. UVA just scored, and with the extra point, we'll make the score 24-10. Sorry to interrupt, but yeah, as we're talking about peach tree. It's a really cool, fairly simple but very cool looking jersey, and I believe it has some meaning to it that's pretty important to the community there.
Yes.
We can send it over to Connor.
So a quote from someone that actually represents the Hawks is that the peach tree symbolizes the streets that connect our neighborhoods from Bankhead to Buckhead, from West End to East Atlanta Village and all throughout the metro and the Atlanta area.
But yeah, like a cool little message that comes with the jersey. Also, it's just pretty drip on its own. Next, we got Brooklyn with their Bed-Stuy jersey. Kind of a repeat of last year, but I actually really like the outside design and just how it looks overall. Yeah.
Yeah. I think the Bed-Stuy's cool. I think this is, in my opinion, just an upgraded version of like the Knicks jersey. It has that outer texture to it. It's just a cool looking jersey. It's just different. It brings something else to the table. I enjoy it. It's pretty simple.
Next, we got the T-Wolves, my favorite team. Without going too much into it, I really like this jersey. It's a really simplistic jersey, but it does its job really well. The colors are nice. The font's pretty nice. It's got a throwback to the old Minneapolis Lakers. Just overall, a really good jersey.
Yeah. So this jersey is going to be like our definition of simple can still look good. And like they didn't really do anything special, but we think this font and this number and this colorway just really go well together and match and put out a B-tier jersey.
Alright, next we got OKC with their jersey. I actually thought it was really interesting. It's not blown up enough, I can't see much, but the color scheme is just really nice. Excuse me. Yeah, overall just really enjoyed this jersey.
Yeah, so this jersey, to me, it looks like a superhero costume. It's got that dark silver, a couple highlight colors, and it's really intense. It looks good, though, and I believe it does have, like, a pretty serious meaning, and we can send it over to Connor for that.
Yeah, so the city uniform actually honors those impacted by the 1995 Oklahoma City bombing. And underneath the tag it says service, honor, and kindness, which is reflecting the ideas of the Oklahoma Standard.
Yeah, so that's pretty awesome. Kind of like how Peachtree meant a lot to the city of Atlanta. This means a lot to the city of Oklahoma City. And that just brings more value to this jersey. And if you guys would want to pick this up, this could be a borderline A-tier jersey to S-tier jersey if this means something to you. And if it does, this is a definite, you should go out and buy this jersey because it really does mean a lot to this community and this fan base and just anybody from that area.
Alright, we can move on to the Philadelphia's jersey. This year they kind of, we'll compare it to the Cream City from the Bucks, but I actually really like this jersey as well. The font is the coolest thing for me. It's just pretty clean font, but overall I don't like the Sixers, so.
Yeah. I'm on the same page as Will. I'm not a Sixers fan. I don't like Sixers fans. They're the worst fans in basketball. They boo their own players. And yeah, Rocco went there and just died and doesn't have a soul anymore. And trust the process is just not fun. And yeah, so personally, I'm getting off topic here. I don't like Philly, but this jersey's really nice. It's kind of like Boston's. Don't like the team. You gotta respect the jersey though. It just looks nice. The font and the text carry, the colors are good, and it's just a pretty simple but still very nice looking jersey.
Yeah, and with Doc Rivers this year, a first round exit will be coming. So we're gonna move on to the Los Angeles. Not that. We're gonna be moving on to the Suns jersey. It's got the Los Suns. Just a crisp, clean jersey overall. Nothing much to it besides the font and what it says, the Los Suns. But yeah, I like it overall.
Yeah, personally, I believe this could be one of my next pickups in like an NBA jersey. I like the Suns because I'm a huge Kentucky basketball fan. Devin Booker is one of the best products to come from Kentucky, and this isn't a bad jersey. It's pretty interesting. I like it. I think it's fairly simple. I like the shorts design too. It definitely adds to the jersey. It doesn't. Some of these shorts, some of these jerseys take away, and some add. I feel like the Suns, New Orleans really adds. The Grizzlies jersey really adds.
The T-Wolves.
The T-Wolves jersey adds. Will's just saying things.
The Pacers hickory. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
The Pacers hickory jersey is like a couple years ago, but the jersey was one color and the shorts were another color.
Really?
And it looked really bad. Like,
What the heck?
it looked like they were wearing like their home jerseys and they were away shorts.
So, I mean,
They were doing laundry.
the shorts really do add to this jersey, and yeah, so we can just move on to the A tier.
We're on A tier now. We got a surprise A tier, honestly, but it's a sleeper. The Cleveland jersey. It's so sick. Just the Cleve. It only has CLE, but the C looks so clean. The font. with it, and the color complements it really well. I really like this yellow on this, as well as the font for the numbers. It just looks pretty clean. But that C, it's so sexy, bro.
I mean, okay,
What
so
the-
Connor,
is that actually it?
Connor just showed
This
us
was
a
the
picture
Pacers.
of the
This is the
Hickory
Pacers
jersey.
city jersey.
That looks like a college jersey,
That's
bro.
bad. But yeah, so as Will was saying about this Cleveland jersey, I don't think they put out a great jersey in recent memory, but I think this jersey looks like an updated version of the Cleveland jersey from back when Braun was there, the first time. And I think this looks really good. I think, like Will was saying, the text really carries. I like that, the bubbled feather look on the bottom. I think it's just a great jersey. I think it's good for Cleveland fans. The only problem with this jersey is Cleveland doesn't have good enough players for me to want to buy a jersey from there. Kevin Love's cool, but he's probably not going to be there next year, the year after, and your future's a little weird with your players. I don't know if Sexton and Garland are going to get you anywhere, but cool jersey, doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's a low-key sleeper in the drip category. But next we're going to go on to the Pacers. Overall, this jersey is so dope, bro. The right side of it with the freaking thing, bro. I can't see it right now, but I don't know what it is.
It's a racetrack.
It's a racetrack. And then, like, so the number and the logo, or the text, is offset just a little bit, but it works so well with the racetrack. I just really like this jersey.
Yeah, so I think Connor already has this prepared because it's his favorite team, but I believe the racetrack is in more memoriam of their, like, super rich racing history, and it's just big for that community. And I think this jersey looks great. I love the racing stripe, and I love the Motorola symbol is a little annoying to be on there because it's a sponsor, but they did a good job of, like, at least making it look decent if it's going to be in such a important place.
Hey, you know what they say. Get your money up, not your funny up.
Yeah,
That's
they are getting their money up with this.
Pacers got priority.
And I think this jersey looks great. It's a good thing for the Pacers. We can send it over to Nar because he really wants to talk about this jersey.
Yeah, so the blue and yellow, that's their colors. That's their state flag colors. And the racetrack, according to the Pacers, is not only in reference to their deep racing history and culture, but also their tireless pursuit of victory and first-round exits.
Alright, so
So next we got the Nuggets jersey. Throwback to the jerseys from a long time ago with the Mile High thing, with the rainbow. The design just looks sick. And it's just overall a really good jersey. I like the color scheme. I like what they did with it. And it looks good on the players.
yeah, so I mean this jersey looks really clean and the rainbow does look nice. My favorite part is I think this is the best execution of a city skyline that we have seen on a jersey. Some of the other teams have tried in the past couple of years, but you're just not going to beat this. The mountains in the background and the rainbow stripe and that outcut of the city sky, it just looks so good. Denver did a great job with this jersey. If you're a Denver fan, you need to own one of these. Prove it, rep it, it's a nice jersey.
Alright, we can move on to the Toronto Raptors with the OVO or whatever it is.
Toronto
style.
Rappers?
Yeah, it basically is
Yeah,
Drake's team.
Fred VanVleet, Drake.
Yeah.
They're the same person.
And yeah.
With the gold and the black, this just looks sick, dude. If I wish, dude, we could see this on the players more. I didn't see them wear it that much, but wow, it's so epic, bro.
Yeah.
That's it.
I would love to see Kawhi back in Toronto just to get this jersey because this jersey looks so nice, and to have Leonard, and it's just so good, guys. This jersey looks great. As Will was saying, I really didn't see them play in this jersey a whole lot. I don't know if their schedule was back-weighted and that's when they were going to play most of their city jerseys, because you're only allowed to play a certain amount per year. But I just wish I would have been able to see it a little bit more.
I don't know why, but this gives me finals vibes because like I feel like they like make the logos golden a little bit, and I just really wanted to see Toronto go all the way this year too. So
Yeah.
Anyway, we can move on. Next we got the Bucks with the Cream City. Ooh my gosh, the off-white and the blue and the green just complements each other really well. The text also does good. So just many different elements of the coloring, the text, and just everything works really well in this jersey.
I need to say that we actually made a mistake, and the Bucks jersey should be in the B tier. It should not be an A tier.
So I might have snuck it in the A tier by accident.
Yeah, because Will likes his jersey a little bit too much.
Creams his pants.
He just likes cream. And
Whoa,
Yeah,
guys, this is an official sports podcast.
personally, I do not enjoy this jersey, and it's the only reason I caught this mistake. But this should be a B tier jersey. We can go ahead. And
I'm not gonna disagree with that though.
Yeah, it's a good jersey, but what it came down to is it's very similar to the 76ers in like the basic concept and idea, and just a base level semi white to cream color, and then your team color in your font and number. And the 76ers just did it better. And we just didn't feel like both of these teams needed to be in the same category. Not in the same category, but both of these teams didn't need to be split up.
Right. Alright, so moving on to our last two in the S tier, if you haven't already guessed it. First off, we have the Grizzlies, throwback Vancouver Grizzlies. I mean, come on, guys. This is the most drip jersey out there. If you don't own this jersey, what are you doing? Go on eBay, get it freaking for like $15. I don't have it, but...
Connor just made a comment about how Mike Conley is the MVP, and our camera shut off. It hated that comment so much. Basically, this is just a clean jersey. I just love the throwback to Vancouver. I think these colors look great. I love the shorts. These are the best shorts in the NBA. I think the bear looks awesome, and I think this is a great jersey.
Yeah, we can move on to our last jersey. Very deserving to be up here. We got the Miami Heat with their Miami Vice once again. We got the cool blue and the pink just hidden in there. And then the text. The text is just the biggest thing when it comes to this jersey. The text looks sick. The font is just so good. And then like the I'm really like maniac.
Really
so good. Anyway, the numbers offset just a little bit too. I think that adds just a little bit, but yeah, overall, I really like this jersey.
Sorry guys, I'm yawning. It's past my bedtime, which is 8 o'clock. Actually, it's past Will's bedtime, as he goes to bed at like 8.
Not anymore, bitch. Mom said 9 this time.
Alright, but yeah, I mean, I think this jersey is great. It comes in 3 different colors. They have the black, they have the blue, and they have the pink. I think all of them look good. I believe the team rocks the blue, though, for the games, and it's the best color, too.
It's the blue's the city, black and pink are the home and away, I believe.
Yeah. Got it. And this jersey just looks so good. You don't have to be a Miami fan to wear this jersey. It's just great.
Yeah, but I think that's going to conclude our city jersey ranking video. This is a long video. Low-key might split up in 2 parts. So if this is a part 1, let us... We're not going to do that? Are we going to do that?
No.
We're not going to do that. This is going to be 40 minutes of me exporting. It's going to be like an hour long. Thank you, Grayson.
Yep. Alright guys, thank you so much for listening. If you've made it this far, make sure to leave a comment down below. Comment your favorite jersey, tell us if we have any of these wrong, and we'll see you next time. This is Between the Zones. Peace. Thank you.
Thank you.